Check, check. Is this thing on? I got my son's laptop. Yeah, we got sound. Yesterday, I did a lot of troubleshooting on my computer. And thought I had it all sorted out. Actually, I streamed for 3.5 hours. I don't know how long it was. It was all night. It was going really good. It was really good. Hey Billy, how you doing? Except I was doing it on the Tower PC, and it was amazing. And I don't know if it was what I was drinking or not, but everything was working really great. Get that light out of your eyes. So, my webcams that never worked over on that Tower PC work on the Power PC now. Or when I first plugged them in on Saturday morning, we were doing the hazy crazy. Everything was all jumpy. You know, some of you have seen it before. And hey Billy, did I say hi? But yeah, all that's happening. So I've been building the Chicago L. It's been a fun project. You know, there's sometimes though you realize that you put in a bunch of time on a project. Well, between this L and that L, that one being the Brooklyn D. I had to take a couple days break, and I had it planned to do a whole thing tonight. And if my camera worked on my laptop PC, these are the troubles I've got these days. Tower PC's over there, so next Sunday we are going to work from the Tower PC, and well, I don't know how it's all going to work. It's beyond me. The one thing that really works for me is that going over onto Twitch. And, you know, that's kind of interesting too. I'm sorry, Billy, for setting you up with another system. Hey, CB, how you doing? Just to update you, my cameras aren't working for me. So I can do show and tells, but I can't seem to get them working. I've restarted it twice, and I've got old equipment, and I'm working probably at the upper limit of what this equipment's capable of doing. So I apologize for limitations. Where was I though? So why am I streaming on Twitch? There's one main reason why I'm streaming on Twitch, and it is uniquely suited. Like the viewers on Twitch expect you to not have a show in mind. Whereas YouTube is kind of like an entertainment TV channel kind of thing where you've got to come out and do the song and the dance. And then usually people just comment. And this live streaming thing is all new. So the thing with Twitch is that it's got all kinds of plugins and things that I'd be able to put a TV up on the wall with the chat going by. A great big TV, you know, and in a couple of seconds, I can demonstrate how I could play roulette on the screen with you. And and while people are watching live streams, they collect a point every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes you watch the stream, you collect a point, right? And I could do raffles. Right? And it's not raffles where you're like, he's using a random number generator and still faking it. It's a computer doing it. So it is an actual random generator, right? And that gives me the opportunity to have donation goals and stuff like that and do giveaways, right? And instead of having the whole headache of writing down everybody's name, and like, should I be giving this model away to someone who doesn't watch the channel? And if you are, you got to use your rivets, which is the points, to join the raffle, right? It's all through the chat. It's an amazing thing. And I hope you'll okay, so I want to download it and just I shouldn't do this on the air. Whatever. I could demonstrate it in the chat right now because the bot's running over on Twitch right now. So if I went rivets to find out how many rivets I've got, it should come up. Oh, actually, my other TV. No, it won't. I'm losing my mind. Hey, John, how you doing? Sparky, good evening. Doing a good job on your deck there, Sparky. Hi, Jen. Which one's my chat here? There we go. I gotta make my chat bigger, so there we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to change this Sunday chat thing. We're gonna do this every Sunday, and when I become an affiliate on Twitch, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming during the week while I'm building little projects like this Chicago L, and over on Twitch. And that's just another scale modeler over on Twitch, and we can play games and we can chat and all that jazz. And it'll be a more open environment where I just press the stream button and I don't even have to perform. I just turn on the music. Over on Twitch, great thing is I can play so there's a code, and you do ! song, and then you put a link in from YouTube, right? And it is your song request, and that puts your song into our song queue, and we make a song list together. Isn't that cool, right? And then also in the recording of the Twitch, I can have multi-track audio channels so that when I go and throw it over on YouTube, I can just turn off the music and we can be all boring YouTube and copyrights not being infringed. So that's really cool. There's going to be some updates that I'm going to do. The great thing about Twitch is that I don't have to purchase anything to be a part of it. I just had to figure out a whole bunch of new age techniques and stuff. I had to do a lot of learning. Billy, you thought it was bad. It was really bad for me. So it was pretty funny. So last night, I'm kind of babysitting the video. I got videos of building this all week, and I'm on Twitch, and this guy decided to do a raid on me, and like 20 people came into the call, and I'll tell you, I was probably about 6 beers in, and I couldn't believe it. It was kind of like shocking to me, and it's all on camera, and that's the hilarious thing about it. It's all on camera. That's hilarious. So, I don't really have much tonight because my cameras aren't working. Like, I'd be able to... I wanted to pull out this sheet over here. Wanted to pull out this sheet here and start mocking up the Chicago L, but I can't do it from the laptop cam, and I can't get this. I just can't get it going. I'm sorry. So I don't know if that's a crapshoot or what. If you got any questions, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? Sparky's building a deck out of composites, and it's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. I'm grabbing my coffee. And Billy was lamenting on me about Twitch. Me and you, Billy. Oh, cool. So John met up with Vinny. Right on. Vinny builds. I love his I love the way he does his videos, and you know, it's like he has it all laid down on a piece of glass, and he meticulously tapes things out and stuff like that. And some of my builds are taped out just because I've watched Vinny's videos. You know, you can't put the glue where the paint is, otherwise it's not glue and plastic. Yeah, I like his builds. Sparky, you still here for crying out loud or what? So, updates. It's got to be something. Okay, I got some little tools, little leaf punching tools. Paper. I don't know what they are, but they're kind of a product that I think that might be really useful for modeling. Also, some weathering brushes. They're basically fancy sponges. Holy shit, Spark is probably going to be hot as hell. Don't bring your bear fur coat. You're actually basically going from the freezer to the kitchen. Oh my gosh, I think it's like 120 degrees down there. You are nuts. Yeah, so I'll have some reviews. This week I want to review the K&W. It's been a couple of weeks since I worked on this, and I really need to do a review video on it. I need to finish it. There's a couple of parts. I need to put the supports for these things on and tack them down. Get a little bit of a seam put in. I have to put some dirt down on the top here for the roads. Because when I originally did this, I only put a little bit of dirt, rubbed a little bit of dirt. It's not even glued in the dirt. So, I want to review this kit. And I also have to do some work on the Water Street. The Water Street structures. I've got to get those down on the dock and make a review video of those. I still have to roof this last one. Holy smokes. Summer is hell on an ADD mind. Almost sounded like a minion there. How's the sound tonight? Last week we had bad sound and it was on this laptop. I don't think I've seen anybody say anything about the sound. Ooh, John sending Sparky a mail call. Right on. We'll see it in a future video. Billy needs a smoke. Jennifer says, don't send him any more work. Awesome, Billy. Thanks. Yeah, I think it was the USB port that I was using on this side of the laptop. I'm pointing this way, but it's actually this way. Yeah, this video is all... So, yeah, I've got a couple of review videos to do this week. I've been introduced to a plethora of highly talented large-scale modelers. And even though it's outside of my hobby, I've also been thinking about doing a big Meet the Modeler run with all these guys. And I want to share with you why I want to focus on these large-scale modelers. In HO scale, yeah, there's a product for everything, right? And you really have a crutch in HO scale modeling because there's so many products available. And the ability to scratch build is hindered because, you know, you're kind of like, well, can I get it at the store, right? But when you're in the world of large scale, the products that you can get are few and far between. Sometimes you can get milled wood. Sometimes you can get maybe a chandelier or some weird products, railings and stuff like that. But mostly everything, a garbage can, a couch, like mostly everything that you want to make is scratch built, right? So when I interview these large-scale modelers, I am gleaning scratch building knowledge to myself and hopefully to you, the audience. And that's the important thing to me because it's not the fact that you can take always their techniques and put it down to N scale, you know, but at the same time, you can take what they're doing and put it down to your scale, because what they're doing is opening my mind and hopefully your mind about thinking outside the box, you know. A rod of styrene becomes a plethora of objects after, you know, you start seeing what these guys do, right? So I still have those 2 guys from the Middle East to interview, but I also have a number of people from North America that some people are going to be, well, it'll be the first time that they've ever been on video, I think. So that'll be a lot of fun. You know, these guys are they're the tops. I wish I could say their names, but I think it's bad luck to say it. If I say it, I'm going to make it, yeah, it's bad luck. Let's just say it's bad luck. So, I just got the brakes fixed on the car, Spark. I'll come and meet you. Hey, actually, our home in miniature land want me to go visit them next week to go pick up a couple of projects. I'm going to write a note. I'm going to ask if Spark can go. Put that right there in front of Brooklyn D. And we'll ask if you can go to well, they'll let you. It's not like I'm doing something super secret. Anybody can do this, I'm sure. I'm starting to echo. I wonder how I'm echoing. I think oh, look at that. Desk cam has audio. There we go. Hey, that's interesting. The desk cam has audio, but it doesn't have video. I don't want to troubleshoot on camera. Forget it. Forget it. Camera doesn't want to work. A time to go. Or 10 minutes after, I'll give 10 minutes. Late, that's it. You're on notice, camera. All my equipment hates each other. It's like somehow I purchased an Apple product somewhere in between, and it's pissing everything off. Well, I'm telling you. Is that your phone number, Spark? I've got it written somewhere else. Sooner or later, I'm going to have pieces of paper all over my damn shop with your phone number on it. Everywhere I turn, people come visit my house. It's going to be like, I got your number on the wall. Figured I'd call it to see if you're all good. If you got a beer, and I'll cheers you. Do. That's a song just for you, Spark. No, I found where the echo was. I had the paper in front of me, and my microphone's over there. This is a broadcast thing, man. So my voice was being blocked for the house mic, the CP rail microphone. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to move it. It'll screw it up. And then the camera over there had a microphone on too. So because the paper was up in front of me, it was going. You really, broadcasting live, it is an experiment. Like, you've got to be on your toes. You got to be one of those people who can solve a problem leggedy split, right? Because it is a gaggle of errors. However, pretty soon, I believe, I've been saving up my pennies, and I believe that I'll be able to have everything sorted by September, and I will have a fully rebuilt studio with a stream computer. You know, it'll always be off. It's just for the stream. I turn it on and it go. And there'll be my big chat TV there. My eyes will be able to see it. Well, no more doing one of these, you know, and I'll just be able to work, you know. Have a couple of shelves over there in the nether regions, so I can put all this junk that's over here on the shelves. You know, things are looking up. I want to thank Sparky and everybody who's a patron out there. You guys are awesome. Really helping me out. Whew. Sparky's deck must be kicking his ass, because I asked him about it twice and he hasn't said anything about it. Yeah, I'll come out, Sparky. Well, yeah, when we talk on the phone, hook me up with information on the date, because I have to drive kids to camp for the last 2 weeks of August, or I don't know when it is. Last week of July, I think. Coffee's good, Jen. Thank you very much. Like I said, I stayed up till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning streaming on Twitch last night. It's a lot of fun. And I find that, you know, here's the thing about Twitch. On YouTube, we've got very distinct demographics. However, one of the most distinct demographics of all of them on YouTube is kids, right? Whereas Twitch is that 18 to 50 years old. Those people who are kind of like I don't know what to say. I don't want to be derogatory and not mean it, not say the right word. But the thing is that, you know, there's no kids, but the thing is there's no real old people either. But the thing is that it's a real, it is the people who are building our technology today. They are on Twitch. They're coders. Like, there's a Bob Ross channel, there's talk shows. Like, it's all really kind of, it's not counterculture, but it's a big focus on video games. But there's little, okay, hold up. So this is what I was talking about last night, is that YouTube depends on its search engine, right? So you put in your search and YouTube says, we'll get you what you want, don't you worry, right? And then what you're getting is a video on demand. You're not getting live content. So that's cool, right? It's video on demand. It's like going to the DVD store and asking to watch a movie. When you go to Twitch, you go into the creative channel or the in real life channel or the cooking channel, and you find content that you're looking for, right? In the creative channel, they could be painting, they could be making animation art, they can be making the sculptures. The guy that I like to watch, he takes horseshoes and makes them into crucifixes with like and welds them all up in his shop. Then he turns around and goes and plays some video games. Like it's really cool, right? And the community really is in the chat. And what you guys are experiencing in this chat is, you know, you probably like it on YouTube. You're like, fuck, this is really cool, man. But what if you could do all those other things, you know, like having the markup language that, you know, I'm sure it takes a couple bits to figure out what's going on, but we figure it out, right? If you can figure out DCC, man, you're going to be able to figure out how to interact in a community and chat on Twitch, right? So, and I'm pretty close to becoming an affiliate on Twitch, which is kind of a hard thing to do. And once that happens, I can't do the streaming on everybody's channel. So once I start doing the affiliate thing, this whole streaming to multiple channels is gonna stop. During the week, during the weekdays, kind of like I'll get off work early in the morning, and then, you know, from like 9 till whenever, I'll stream during the day. You know, sometimes I'll have the camera pointed out the window so that people can watch the farmers working and picking their nose and stuff like that. Maybe you'll see the hay dealer, and you know they'll go out behind a car and exchange some hay. You know what I mean, don't you? It's a kind of like a reality television channel. So I hope you guys don't mind that. I think, and then, so why am I doing this? Just make sure. There we go. Okay. Deck is coming along. I have to build. Yeah, I hear that. It's really complicated. Just Another Scale Modeler on Twitch. You got that right. And if you do go over to Just Another Scale Modeler on Twitch, press the follow button. I need to get to 50. When I get to 50, I can become an affiliate. And it's all get out then. Because there's no model railroaders. There's no real scale modelers of our vertical niche in any scale on Twitch. I think I'll be the first. So, you know, I would love to be able to be the first, and I'd love to be able to build a channel with a whole bunch of people streaming live on an ongoing basis. And the great thing about Twitch is that if we all streamed at the same time, like Wednesday night, the Stream Fest, people could come on and, for example, you know, you could say, oh, there's Vinny's channel, I'll go watch him for a couple of minutes. You know, this guy over here, and then people could go from chat to chat and say what's happening in other channels, and it's like watching the TV. Everybody's streaming live, and the difference is, instead of just watching TV, you can ask the damn TV questions. Ha ha ha! Right? So, you know, my goals are to teach everybody what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I don't want to do a tutorial on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it until I get all the kinks put out. And as you guys know, I've had most of the kinks. What do we got? Yeah, Sparky. I'll make you a moderator over on Twitch. But yeah, you know what? That's cool. I'll be doing the Sunday stream on YouTube, just like always. Yeah, totally. Things are going to change just a minuscule, but for the most part, people aren't going to see it. Like this grand experiment started because of Sparky, really. Let's be honest with each other. Sparky and I have had similar subscriber counts for a long time, and I was like, man, he's doing so good. So I thought to myself, when I'm at 930 subscribers, that I'm going to get to 1,000 subscribers through live streaming. People are just gonna come to my channel and they're gonna subscribe. So I live streamed for an entire week. But the funny thing is, well, it's not so funny. The sad thing, thing is that I lost like 12 subscribers. It was a bad experiment. So, in that first week, I was really thinking to myself, you know, well, this YouTube thing, they don't like it, you know, and that's why, you know, I started doing Twitch, you know. So, yeah, this whole live streaming thing is because of Sparky anyway, so I'll do whatever you say, buddy. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Except for the fact that I just tried to come onto the show, and I tried to have everything run perfect, and the camera derped on me like crazy, and I can't believe that. Jesus, Murphy. I hate it when Windows... I hate Windows 10. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not... I am a fanboy. But, yeah, this is running awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to get all this hardware stuff figured out. I'm sorry that I started this thing and it all started failing on me. It's out of my control. There's a simple setting that's all screwed up on these cameras, because both of them, I've got two of them. We've got one right here, and both of them don't work. They got audio going into them, but no video. It's crazy. Hey Peter, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Peter is Sparky's buddy who's helping him with the deck. Peter says, it's the sob story, Peter. Come on. You know, everybody's got that idea of floating past him behind his video in the canoe. In a loon. You know, woohoo. Just kidding, Spark. I looked down here to find out how long we were streaming, so 39 minutes. So, I'm sorry if the Sunday shows haven't been going as long as you wanted. It's not for the lack of work. It's for the lack of being able to get a solid hardware link. Like, I need a dedicated computer for streaming, and setting up everything all the time is kind of not working, because just things happen. So sorry for the technical issues I've been running into. I wish I could. I wish I could say I've got it all sorted. But the thing is on the software side, I've got it all sorted. I've got just to talk about the problems I was having. I was using Chrome browser with a whole bunch of tabs open. I've changed I love Chrome and I'll always use it. But during live streams, I'm using Firefox now because it's more efficient. I also run videos on these live streams so that, you know, during the production, like, you know, I was watching the videos and they were getting choppy, right? Well, VLC was taking up a lot of CPU too, right? So between Chrome and VLC, I was really crunching a lot of CPU. And so I changed my VLC to the 1990 or the Windows 98 M player, which is a very, very small video player. Doesn't have no frills. So the system's running fantastically in that sense. And also the chat window, this is what I'm using is a WebSocket chat now, and it's not whereas my CPU usage was up to 56%, I'm now down to 7%. So things are totally rock and roll, and I can wire and light up this studio for sound. I've got a buddy on Twitch who's teaching me how to do it, how he did his shop, and you wouldn't believe the sound that he's getting. He walks around the shop, he's got a little Laval mic, little remote Laval mic, and it's crazy cool. It's crazy fun to watch, you know, and I just really hope that I can, you know, reach my financial goals to be able to do this, because yeah, I really can't afford all this on my own. So I want to thank the patrons who support the channel. Thanks. I'm gonna make a list of names and print them out, and I apologize to everybody. I should be saying names out, shouldn't I? So Peter and Sparky are having a private conversation in the chat. What build in front of me? This build. Okay. Spark. We're building the Brooklyn D. I don't know, 2 weekends ago, a weekend ago. It's summer time. Flies. And somebody watched me do that and said, hey, I've got one of these kits at home, and I would like you to build an oval for me. He says he's got a 2-year-old around, and he really doesn't have, he doesn't think he could build this stuff. You know, I understand the apprehension of building models. The fear of not knowing what color to use on your models is big. So it's fear. It really is fear. So he contacted me, and I'm building this oval. It's going to be about 20 inches wide. I don't know how it's going to work. Tonight I was going to mock it up on the board, but like I said, the camera's not working. Hey, if you can't make me laugh, what? Oh. So here's another part for it. This is the steps. Each step is individually placed. Come on, you. There we go. So these kits are really nice when you get them together. Just take a lot of patience, you know. And I've got the colors of the builds are kind of slightly different. You probably can't see it in the camera. Okay, that's scary. You probably see the difference between these though. So this is the first one he sent to me. That was the tester. And he sent this along with it, so I built these together, and I made the stairs a white color, and the L is kind of like an off-white with rust. I don't know, I think that's what looks good. So, fun little project. Content for the channel. The client loves the idea of having them built on camera, so we're gonna do that. Anything to please, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I like to try things too, you know? It's like my car. The back brakes were pretty much done. And I got in there, I started screwing with it. I purchased this impact wrench, and it wouldn't take the bolt off, and I gave up. I took back the impact. Yeah. So yeah, that's, you know what, it's going to be a fun project. The hard part about this is kind of envisioning what the client wants, right? Because like, I have to build it in terms of shipping. So building it up is nice, but like I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff to actually get this to pack up nice. It's not gonna be easy. Exactly. If you don't try, you don't learn. Or as I say it, if you don't fail, you can't figure it out. Yeah. So Peter, I don't know if you were on the call earlier, but I'm going to our home in miniature land in a week or two. So I'll ask if you guys can come with me. I don't know what times you guys what you guys work during. You guys work during the day, don't you? I wonder if that's a you gotta be creative with those border fees there, Peter. I've pretty much figured it out. I don't leave it to chance that people are gonna know how to ship things. I instruct people how to ship things. I get things sent to me all the time, and it's just the kind of thing that, you know, you gotta do it a certain way. You gotta make sure the client doesn't overvalue the product. You know, just because they paid $100, you know, it doesn't mean it's going to be worth $100. Friday's off for you. So I have to try for a Friday. I think they might be off Fridays. Damn it. Okay. It's good we sorted that out, because I'll talk to her tomorrow about when she wants me to come down, and we'll do that. Which will be pretty cool, because they just finished the Parliament buildings for the Ottawa exhibit. And those are nice. Like, I'm talking... I've never seen a nicer model. It's a very basic model. I'm not talking about it being a technologically advanced model, but it is a beautiful replica of the Parliament buildings in Canada. And the lady who's running the modeling department there at our home in Miniature Land, Anita, is an amazing artist, and that's her field of work, is artistry, like visual artist. Like, it's, oh, to be able to work in that shop would be a dream come true for me. It would be a dream come true. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that. You were going to that when you were here. That's good though, Peter, because, you know, we don't want it falling down, do we? Damn, that camera really put me off. Like, it should be covering us up here. I really don't know. Crazy. I don't know why this camera's not working. Crap. I had a whole big project to do. Do it! I can't win. I got bad luck. So, everyone, I guess, you know, it was a washout again. I'm sorry. I hope that you'll come back next Sunday. I'm doing my best to try to get things out. We fixed this. I think we fixed the sound problem. I'm going to work on the cameras this week. I'm going to get this thing all figured out. I might actually have to buy a couple of extension USB cables to... I'll have to wait till next month to get that. Because if I could get from my tower PC over to here, which is about 10 feet, I probably could set up and go from there if that's gonna run. This is a stressful thing. It was stressful making videos. So guys, we're about an hour here, and I want to thank you for coming by. Kind of feel a little weird asking for the Patreon thing since this is a crapshoot. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'm going to let this run out for about 3 minutes so that everybody can actually see that I said goodbye. Door just opened. That was weird. There's a ghost afoot. You know, we'll have it pretty soon so that we can all come onto these live shows at the touch of a button. Even have all of us at a round table doing the appear.in thing. I'm really on the cusp of it, and on the software side, like I said, I've got it all dialed in, and it's as efficient as it can be. It's a really nice system. I've got alerts and doodads, and we've got the capabilities of starting a nice song request system, and also having a dual channel audio, so that some of the audio can be filtered out during the final broadcast so it doesn't have copyright protections and get muted and all that jazz. So thanks for watching. Good night. Patrick, he just got here and I'm leaving. The camera's broke anyways, but I got good sound. One thing at a time, buddy, right? So I hope you enjoyed what we did tonight. A little bit of a chat. And if you didn't get to watch the whole thing, you can watch it over in about 10 minutes when it goes live on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and good night. Or I do the fist pump, don't I? Yeah, I hurt myself. You see that?